Hi Surajit, welcome to the show.
I think a very pertinent question. There are multiple factors to it. I think as India is witnessing a cusp of digital evolution, the factors predominantly which will drive is the sustainable power, the capability of India to look at increasing capacity in terms of technology adoption. With the rise of ML and AI typically coming across APAC, India is seen as a very potential hub in terms of adopting those. There are very other factors related are the favorable government policies, which is very, very conducive to the business environment. The digitization push also done by the government in terms of various schemes, which is allowing more of internet and data penetration. The data privacy law and the government policy on data centers is also a very key driving factor towards the growth of this asset class in the next years to come. So these are the few factors which will take India to the next level of growth in the data center space. I think it will revolutionize, there's no doubt about it. I think it will increase because of AI, the compute will increase, the configuration of the data center design will change, more power is needed, including sustainable. So I think the infrastructures will look very different to the current set of data center design network what India is doing. And this is the next 3 to 5 year story. I think AI boom will impact a lot of AI-enabled backend services, which will ensure that infrastructure is created specifically to cater to those requirements. And India is well poised to do that in terms of talent, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of power, and in terms of adoption. So I think we are well poised to adopt that and add a lot of value as we move along the way. I think it's an exciting space. I think my personal view is that there is a lot to learn. I think today, as this asset class is getting more and more matured, pre-COVID we were roughly about 350 megawatts. As we speak now, we are roughly about 900 plus megawatts, and we are likely to touch and cross the 1 gigawatt mark by 2026 and beyond. I think there's enough scope and opportunities to get into this space, not only from a real estate perspective, but also from a technology perspective. When I say technology, I mean the electrical scope, the mechanical scope, the chilling piece, the chillers, the power. So I think my personal view is that the new generation who are looking to set up their careers, I think data center is one platform which will give you a mix of all. It is also a blend of new technologies which are adopted by global conglomerates towards the digital growth. And one should look at this very, very seriously in terms of adding value and seeing their progressive growth also as they move on. I think it fits in very well because I think we entered India at the right time. India was just starting to see the growth of this asset class. We quickly understood the need, and from a genesis of a real estate to the adoptability of a developing asset manager, I think we adopted that very well. We are currently deploying 245 odd megawatts of capacity between 4 locations, which are the key corridors within the country. And the best part for CapitaLand is that we have identified a next phase of growth, which is till 2028, which not only includes locations, which also includes the technology and the capacity of power, including green, being envisaged. So I think the blueprint is ready. What we now are doing is that once the phase 1 gets completed, parallelly we have started our journey on phase 2. This also resonates very well with our end user community. So today, hyperscalers, which are a focus area for CapitaLand, they also want to know that how CapitaLand is ready or becoming ready for the next 3 to 4 years journey. So I think with all that ecosystem well trained in, I think CapitaLand is very, very clear in its next journey of 3 to 5 years in terms of capacity build, in terms of technology adoptions, and in terms of the next phase of growth. We are right now building, as I said earlier, we're right now building four data center capacities totaling about 245 locations. These are in the key markets of Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad and Bangalore. These are also, the locations are also falling under the availability zones of the hyperscalers. That means they are very, very critical in terms of the infrastructure support they get, which is power, telecom and other related infrastructure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bojan.